if you don't know what you want in life, if you don't know what you want, you're not going to be able to get it. That makes sense, doesn't it? If you don't know what you want, you're not going to be able to get it. You're busy thinking to yourself right now, what is this guy talking about? Guys, if you don't know what you want, you're not going to be able to set a plan that is going to enable you to get what you want. I think figuring out what you want in life is the hardest thing. It's probably one of the hardest things you can do in life. What you truly want, guys. Not just something like, I want this, I want that. But actually what you truly want. And something that you're willing to cut things back for and stuff. What do you truly want? I feel like if you know some people that are very young and they've figured out what they want to do with their life and they are like, okay, cool, they go-getters. I feel like a lot of sports people are like that from very young. They figure out, okay, cool, they like the sport and they're going for it, right? Those people are amazing because they've figured out from a very young age, and that's why I love to look at sports people. I am big into sports, but I'm more going the business route. I'm very inspired by a lot of sports people because from a very young age, they figured out, I want to do this. And they've stuck at it from very young. You look at, for example, I love Lewis Hamilton. I'm a big fan of Formula One. He was, bro, the concentration on his face. I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this video, but search it, bro. Lewis Hamilton, when he was like a kid playing with a toy car, like he used to do competitive toy car racing, bro. The concentration on this kid's face was insane. He knew from a very young age that he wanted to do something, right? That, for a lot of people, is very difficult, right? To get to that point. And for me, it was as well. You need to ask yourself a lot of uncomfortable questions. I feel like a lot of the time when you say, like, what is my opinion on this? You need to be able to have an opinion, right? And I feel like that's why with age and by getting older, you do figure out a lot of things because you have more experience and you can be like, okay, cool. This is my reason for saying this and this is my reason for saying that. But you need to figure out what you like, what makes you happy, what's your favorite color, like little things like that, guys. You need to be able to answer and be like, this is the reason why, and So I feel like figuring out what you want is a lot harder than a lot of people think, right? Because you need to figure out these things. I'm just trying to think how I can say this in a better route. I think for me, I can only speak from experience. I was in school, right? And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I was like, I like art. I like creativity. I like doing different things. So I enjoyed sports. I could have done anything, but I was focusing on all these different things. And I think this is really important. You get to a point in your life where you start to be like, I think I'm going to cut this thing off. And you start to cut things off. So what you notice when you were young in school, I'm just going to go back to sport because it's a cool way and cool thing to explain. You used to play all sports, right? You used to do all of these different types of sports and basically, just do everything, bro. And I feel like as well, at least with my family encouraged me. Do a sport, maybe even 2, try as many as you can. And as you started to get older, you started to realize, okay, cool, I don't really like this. I don't really like this, but I really like this. You started to figure out your opinion on what you wanted to do, right? And I think that can be translated into life and with your deeper meaning and your deeper purpose of what you want to do. Because you can... Okay, so first of all, let's just look at what you did. You tried a lot of things, right? You tried a lot of things. You threw things at the wall, right? You threw things at the wall. You knew that you wanted to play sports. And I think in the instance now is you know that you want to work, right? I'm very much talking about your purpose and your work life in this video, guys. That's how you know. That's how you know we're in South Africa. I always say that when the hardies are. Come on, buddy. Anyway, you knew that you wanted to play sports. In this case, you know that you want to work, right? So what you need to do is you need to start. I'm speaking as well to a lot of the younger people, but even the older people in this video. You need to start trying different things as hobbies. Start trying different things. Start making content. For me, it was content. I knew I wanted to make content, but I didn't know what I wanted to make content about. So I started making funny videos. They started doing well. And I carried on doing that for a while. And I realized, I don't really, it didn't really mean anything to me. And so I kind of started to fade away. So I started trying other stuff and this and that. Then I started streaming. I really started enjoying streaming. And so for me, I kind of have started focusing more on streaming. And after school, I got into business. I got into real estate. So I started realizing, damn, I like business. This is fascinating. This is exciting to me. So I started basically, I'm just trying to think of I started doing different types of content, right? Again, with the funny thing, or like funny TikToks and funny videos. But I realized very quickly that I want to build a more serious brand. Not serious, like still cool and vibey, but a more almost businessy type of brand, like a more somewhat formal, but not too formal that it's like an advert, but like I want to be a businessman, and that's what I want my brand to be. And I think even now with what I'm doing, it goes with my brand. I'm talking about business. I'm talking about improvement. And so those are the things that inspire me. I love it. See, that's when you start feeling this feeling. It's like, woo, you start walking differently. Like, you start getting this feeling inside where you're just like, that is awesome. And that happens from asking yourself a lot of uncomfortable questions, and from figuring out what do you want to look like with regards to dressing. How do you want to dress? What is your style? These are things that I've had to figure out. What do you want your body to look like? What do you want to be huge? Do you want to just be skinny? Do you want to be like middle, like pretty ripped, but not like huge? What do you want your body to look like? What do you want your lifestyle to look like? What do you want your car to? What car do you want to drive? Once you figure this out, guys. And I just want to say to all of the people out there that aren't necessarily wanting to be super ultra rich and all of this stuff, like you don't. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. I feel like a lot of people put a lot of emphasis like you need to. If you're not trying to be a millionaire or you're not trying to be a billionaire or whatever, you're not doing something, you're doing something wrong. But that's very much not the case, guys. If all you need to do is figure out what do you want in life, and just go and get it. Right? But okay, so let's talk about this. Once you've asked yourself those questions, you understand now, and this, guys, to me has helped a lot. Looking on Pinterest, I've created just a lifestyle tab. So I went onto Pinterest and do this. Whenever you see someone that looks like you and like you see yourself and you like the look of that and it's like, cool, like that, just save it to that thing. Whenever you see a car, start searching some cars, doing research on cars, and you see a car that you like, save it to that thing. Start saving properties. Start saving, holiday trips. Start saving all of this stuff and then every now and again, right, when you've got time, instead of going and mindlessly scrolling on social media, go and look at that video or that page, and you will learn so much about yourself. You'll start to understand who you are, and that's powerful. That's probably one of the most powerful things you can do, because once you realize who you are and you know what you're trying to do, you know what you want, now is the time where you start planning, right? So what you need to do if you're wanting to drive a really nice car and you're wanting to go on holidays and stuff, you need to start doing the numbers. How much work and how much money am I going to have to make to do this, right? And also you need to understand what do you want your lifestyle to look like. Do you want your lifestyle to be quite a flexible lifestyle? Do you want your lifestyle to be quite like you go to work, you finish, once you finish, you've got your own time, guys, and that's perfectly okay as well, bro. Not everyone is meant to be an entrepreneur, guys, and not everyone is meant to be an employee for a company. It just depends on the lifestyle that you want to live. If you want to be, if you've got really big goals and you want to do some crazy stuff, then entrepreneurship could definitely be for you. But it is definitely has its perks, but also can be very stressful. And also you never really get to switch off. Whereas if you're working a 9 to 5, or maybe even like less hours, you get time. It's like, cool, my time's done at the office. I've done what I needed to do. Now it's my time, and that's the price you've paid. So you're not going to be able to necessarily go as far as the entrepreneur, but you do get time to yourself and you can just do whatever you want to do. And that is quite cool. So you need to figure out, and you need to start asking yourself a lot of questions. And yeah, I think for me, from my experience, Pinterest has helped quite a lot, because it enables you to see who you want to be and gives you a better idea of, okay, cool, I want to look like this. This is what I want to look like. Once you see what you want to look like and you can visualize that and you start implementing that into your life, it's quite crazy. Guys, I definitely think I'm going to make another video about this and talking about this, because again, I'm 20. I'm just starting. I know what I want to do. I know that I want to be involved in social media. I know I want to have an impact on people's lives. I want to talk. I want to motivate. I want to flip and just go places and, meet people and market myself and become a respected figure. I know that I need to go on this journey of social media, especially YouTube, because it's longer formats and people get to know me, and I like that. I like this fact that I just get to speak and share my experiences. It's cool to me, so not everyone's going to be into it, but I'll learn a lot from just starting, because I've just started. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want me to talk about more in depth in a future video, definitely, guys, please let me know. Let me know and talk to me, bro. Talk to me. I'm trying to, well, at least right now, I don't know, hopefully one day I'm really big and I don't get to read all my comments. That's how big I want to get to, but I'll try always, read my comments, and it's gonna be cool. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I will see you in the next one. But yeah, drop a follow, drop a subscribe, and yeah, cheers.